Yeah. Internets, you were tuned in to the Combat Jack Show.
Get ready for combat.
Yes, sir.
Sandy.
Yeah. Get ready for combat.
It's been a while since we've been on live and direct.
Yeah.
What's going on, internets? How y'all feeling out there? It's your host, Combat Jack.
You picked a hell of a day to have us recording this podcast, Combat.
Hey, man, it don't ever stop, B.
It stops.
It don't ever stop.
It will stop.
It stopped last week.
Huh?
It stopped last week.
Sandy shut that bitch down.
Fuck Sandy.
Fuck Sandy, yeah.
Fuck Sandy.
Sandy was pegging motherfuckers. Sandy put a strap on. Sandy was like, Con Ed, here, take some of this. All right, New Jersey, here, let me give it to you from the side. Breezy Point. I seen y'all with your clan hoodies and your black face. Sandy was giving it to motherfuckers.
Yeah, Sandy.
Breezy Point got a doggy style.
Breezy Point got it from ass to mouth.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Now, Just, I know you were affected personally by Sandy.
Yeah, it was real. I mean, it's one of those things where people. I live. The evacuation.
I didn't mean to
zone,
give you the mic while you were chomping on the pizza.
No, that's cool. The evacuation zone was on my corner. Technically, I didn't have to evacuate, but like I said, I'm right there.
Right.
I live on the water downtown, and
NEWMANATI.
They evacuated most of the neighborhood. My thing was, if something happens and I'm gone, the damage is only going to get worse.
Right.
Say my window's blowing.
Now, are you on ground level? Or are you?
No, I'm on the top two floors of my building, 6 and 7. If the windows blow in, I'm not worried about flooding. But if the windows blow in, most of my workstation, my home office is right next to two windows that aren't that substantial.
Right.
So I had a feeling I was going to leave and come back to a disaster. And I mean, that's where everything is. That's where my life is there.
Money.
My computers. There was some money there.
It would have blew away.
Do you back up? Do you back your work up?
I back my work up, but I don't back up off-site. So all my backups reside on 2 servers, but they're both in-house. Right next to these 2 windows.
Actually,
my God!
Actually, since we're on camera, you might want to.
Is that even backing up, Just?
Oh yeah, I'm a little sick right now.
Yeah.
Just, is that even backing up? I mean, this is stuff that you're working on constantly.
But it's backups of my laptops and my other remote computers.
You had your money backed up too?
No, that you can't back up.
Okay.
The cash, you can't back up the cash.
Can't back up the cash.
But end of the day, long story short, I stayed. I weathered through it.
Now, wasn't that dangerous though?
No, it was very dangerous. I had windows. My windows, and those windows that I thought would give, did give.
Your windows gave while you were in the apartment?
Yes.
Damn.
I had ran next door to my neighbor's apartment, and they were having a little hurricane just gathering.
Do we have a hurricane sound effect? We don't have a hurricane sound effect.
And something just told me, go back next door.
Hurricane.
As soon as I walked in.
Hurricane.
As soon as I walked in, boom! Windows blew out.
Damn.
And it was perfect timing. Ran over there, but I was prepared. It was dangerous, but I was prepared.
Right.
I had like 20 things of canned food. I had mad water. I had duct tape. I was ready to get my MacGyver.
Yes.
Plus, he's got the right Polo Ralph Lauren clothing too. If he has to like rappel out of his building,
I
mean, he's got
the RLX.
I had rope.
Yeah.
I had candles.
I know you got the Rescue Expedition RLX.
Yes,
so I mean,
I had open flame.
You know you're allowed to give CPR with that, with those jackets on, those Rescue Expedition RLX joints. I'm just saying, give CPR to the right people, Just.
All right.
Only pretty neighbors.
Now, did you have any anti-post-apocalyptic zombie equipment?
No, but yes, I had some firearms.
You had some
just
firearms.
in case.
Okay.
I had some weapons. I had a pickaxe. Had a regular axe.
To the head?
Yes. Desert Eagle.
1-2 to the head.
Face,
Yes.
Done. But what I was not prepared for was grills flying off of people's roof decks and through windows.
Through your windows.
And chairs 7 floors up that were from the street flying up that high.
And they were in your apartment?
Yes, I'd never been that scared of wind in my life.
And them shits was flying around in your apartment like some Exorcist type shit?
Yeah, it was insane. Because once the windows blew, it was just the full force of everything from outside coming. You ever see like in the movies when an airplane
pressure,
the pressure,
yes,
and everything comes flying. It was like that. So all of a sudden things just started flying in from outside.
How long did that last, B?
Luckily that was it didn't last too long. That was the strongest. That's when the wind was at its strongest, around 10:30, 11 maybe.
Right.
And I got my windows taped up. I had I had the plastic and everything ready and the cardboard ready. And shortly after I did that, the wind died down. But it was a crazy experience. And then even like the day after, it was really like the day after tomorrow, like that movie. You know, just going through Lower Manhattan,
Right.
And just I mean, you know, like I said, I live on the water, so if you went to like Water Street or Front Street, which is where the seaport is, everything was just demolished.
Submerged.
Yeah, like you know, two restaurants that a friend of mine owns under 12 feet of water. The groomer that I take the dogs to, 14 feet of water. And it's just the streets themselves. There were cars still floating down the street. I never seen anything like
Floating,
that.
like they were like boats.
Yeah.
How about the nanny? How's the nannies in flooded?
What the hell's the nanny?
Well, I said you went to the groomer, the next door neighbor. What about the nanny? You don't have a nanny?
Nah, I don't have
Okay.
a nanny. I don't have a dog nanny.
This is the type of shit I wish I had, like a fucking canoe. You know what I mean? Or like a kayak.
People
Just
have jet skis out.
They had that. in
What
Staten
about
Island.
a gondola, like
People
you're in
were
like
jet skiing
Venice?
through the street.
But a gondola, that's to me, that's more servicey.
You
I want to be on some shit where, like, you know, if I got a canoe, I might could save somebody, or I might could not.
In Staten Island, they had a rescue service with a blown up raft, and cops were literally
Going through streets, going through residential streets.
on the canoe. You know, well, the raft with the oars.
Had oars, no motor on that shit?
No, there's no motor on it. They didn't have a motor on it, and they were literally just grabbing people and then taking them back. You know, and then going back in and grabbing them like
I saw a
literally.
dude doing that on a jet ski. Just going here, took his jet ski out, right out the garage, right into the water, going picking people up, bringing them to higher
That's
ground.
crazy.
That's the
man.
thing.
Sounds cool.
I
We're
want to
saving
do
someone
something
on a jet
heroic like
ski.
that, but I only want to do it with pretty victims. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want like no ugly people, because in an apocalypse or Holocaust or whatever, some kind of, you know, disaster event.
You got to pick who you're going to be the survivors with.
Well, you want to propagate the human race. You don't want ugly people left around.
That was-
I want to be the ugliest motherfucker left.
They're already going to be victims, or they're going to become victims.
Well, I mean, the choice is yours.
No black sheep. Listen, in Staten Island on Midland Beach, you know, they had that raft and, you know, rescuing people. It's funny how Dallas says with pretty victims, because there was this couple I see. I got to find the picture. That it was a big family, you know, and they all were overweight.
Right.
So I mean,
Yeah, they have to die.
yeah, you had to let them send them back in the beach.
Obese people?
They were obese. At the beach.
Obese. You have like, I want to be the fattest motherfucker
Dallas,
surviving.
Do you have anything against obese people? Other obese people?
I can safely say I hate everybody.
You hate everybody.
Obese people, black people, smart people,
Spiders?
white people,
Pretty
Spiders.
people. But
spiders,
what
Mexicans.
about pretty people?
Well, I don't hate pretty people, but I'm like, you know what? Let's continue the earth with pretty people.
There you go. Well, I'm glad everybody's safe, man. Like, and you know, initially I was kind of
Combat, you know who's not okay?
Who?
Chinatown's Mogwai population. This flood, there's
Yeah,
been
you
a
tweeted-
huge gremlin
You
boom.
tweeted that,
Right,
man.
right.
But you sent me that message, man.
Yeah, but you didn't
true.
act on it. And now the Mogwais have, you know, become gremlins.
Do our listeners even know what the fucking a Mogwai is, B?
Yeah, I think so. Goonies is a classic.
Gremlins.
But yeah, and Goonies is a classic too.
Yeah, Goonie
Both
Gremlins.
classics.
Seriously, if you fuck with the Combat Jack show and you don't know what a Mogwai is, Google that. Mogwai.
But
Get on that.
I do want to say, I'm glad that everybody made it intact, and you know, nobody really, other than just, nobody really suffered any property damage in the whole nine. Initially, I was really cavalier with regard to the whole, you know, hurricane, because I was like, that shit's not going to really affect us. And where I am in Brooklyn, that shit was just like a couple of, you know, gusts of wind, and that shit was over. But it wasn't until like a couple of days later when I really started hearing the reports, and then I was driving down Bedford Avenue and saw the gas line.
Yeah.
The gasoline line was ridiculous, B. Like, and I'm hearing reports of guys standing on line for 3, 4, 5 hours.
6 hours.
Yeah, my wife, like, she did some NEWMANATI shit last night and had somebody deliver gas to us.
Wow. Yo, there's people selling gas right now.
People are selling
$10 a gallon.
people
How
are
much? How
hustling.
much did you have to pay for that?
I don't even remember.
Gas
but
zombies.
but we got gas, man. So, you know, to the people that powered through that, man, salutes.
Yeah, they're still going through it. The gas line, it's not as bad as it was 2 days ago.
But it's still long.
Let me let the internets know if you're still struggling. Internets, take your fucking car and go to Jersey. Pay the tolls just so you get.
Or Connecticut.
Well, listen, or fucking
Or wherever you
Florida.
at.
Go to Florida, get gas,
No, don't
and
go
come
to
back.
Florida. Go
All
to
right.
Jersey and get some
Listen,
gas.
Jersey got odd and even days. Okay, on your plate, check them. Just pull up if you're odd, you're even, whatever.
And after all of this, one thing I know for damn sure, and I'm moving to this new place, putting solar panels up, getting a fully electric car, and calling it a day.
Yeah, man. I saw how DJ Envy Instagrams how he got the electric car and was laughing at everybody who got gas, man. I mean, it's obvious, man. Like, you know, climate change is in effect, man. We got to prepare for that shit. We got the same president, y'all. We got the same president in effect, man.
Yeah.
You know, the 44th president is the 44th president, man.
Sandy put him in.
Yo, you know, I was a little insulted because I couldn't believe, at least how they were hyping it up, that Romney was really a serious candidate.
Well, but hold on a second. How could you be upset now? I mean, look at the field of people that he went through, the field of retards. And really, honestly, I mean, I'm a registered Republican.
Yes, I do.
And I just cannot believe that this party at this point is so out of touch with the progressive American electorate. And when I say I mean, there's a lot of stupid people in our country, a lot of dumb motherfuckers. But the smart people, the really hardworking people, the Mexicans, like who is for the Mexicans?
Who's for the Mexicans?
Who is for the women and the women who might choose to pull that unborn baby out of their womb because somebody raped them? Or maybe because they just made a bad choice and they know the motherfucker that's the father's going to be a shitbag.
Who's for the homosexuals?
And better than the homosexuals, transgenders. Who's for the people cutting off their pee-pee to make it a vagina?
Yo,
that's commitment. That's a level of commitment.
That's a level of commitment
that should be respected.
It should be respected, man. All of these categories that you mentioned, all of them constitute America, man.
Absolutely. And
when I was watching the elections, man, and when I was looking at the Romney camp, man, it was just like I felt a sense of dread at a certain point, man, because I was just looking at that whole camp, man, and no offense to anybody, but it was just white faces. It was just white faces. And I mean, I realized, man, like I have this kind of like deep-rooted sense of discomfort with, like, you know, the
white faces?
Not white faces, but the
surely not the white faces in your pocket.
No. I have this kind of like uneasy feeling around like the white faces that remind me of that old boy system. You know, the like there's this one cat at DMV in Brooklyn. Like whenever I get a ticket, he's an older white guy, and no matter what the situation is, like I could be like putting my heart out, like, yo, let me go with this ticket. He's like, I don't give a fuck about you, because I can understand there's no connection. There's no sense of like he's not connecting to my humanity.
Right?
Is that a pause?
No.
Okay.
No. So he's not understanding.
Unless I mean your humanity involves you cutting off your pee-pee to make a vagina.
There's none of that going on. So when I was looking at the constituents, you know, around these constituents, I was like, yo, these numbers are real close, and I just felt a sense of dread and worry. You know what I mean? Until
you got to realize where those numbers were coming from, though.
Where were those numbers coming from, man?
Fox News, et cetera.
But it wasn't just Fox News. CNN was playing the game.
But once it gets put out there,
right,
then that starts to circulate.
Right.
You know what I mean?
With as much money as put into, you know, both candidate or all the candidates' campaigns, you know, it behooves everybody covering it to make it like the ratings, you know, the race is tight, you know, up to the last minute. No one's going to tune in and be glued to their couch if they know it's going to be a landslide.
That's what I was going to say.
Be honest also. I mean, what issues do the Republicans use to rally their base? What do they kind of use to strengthen their platform?
Taking America back.
Right. Tradition, but tradition in the sense...
I'm not fucking with that tradition.
Hold on for a second. Tradition in the sense that we as white men, not me, but them as white men, are losing grasp of our country. And when that could be the furthest thing from the truth. When you look at Fortune 500 CEOs, they've never been whiter. They've never been more males up inside. This is the furthest thing from the truth. But these are the things they use.
The perception of them losing that.
This is the language that they use to rally their base, to get people upset. And it bugs me out that women jump out there and will literally, and old people, will literally go for stuff that is against their best interest. Old people will go fuck with a guy who's talking about dismantling Medicare and Medicaid. All right, Medicare, Medicaid. Listen, you old fucks, y'all are 2 days from dying.
Yeah, maybe 3.
take that Medicaid away, y'all can't get your pills, y'all can't get your shit right. Y'all will be dead in the streets.
You can't get a walker.
Can't get a fucking walker. Y'all old people will be dead in the streets. And you know what?
Them black rubber shoes.
Fuck these old people.
Accessoride, cancel that shit. But you know what it is, Combat? Also, I think the issue for me is like a lot of people labeling it where it's white or it's black, and I'm not a fan. Like for instance, this morning, I happened to be in Key Food, and there was this black guy
in Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn,
okay.
And there's this black guy next to me, and he was from Pepsi, and he was chilling, and I was chilling. We were waiting to talk to this guy in Key Food, and the guy from Key Food was maybe Arabic or Yemen, or how do you say that?
Yemen, dude.
Yemen, same shit.
Why do you always mispronounce the Middle Easterns?
I don't know.
Why Yemen?
Lack of education.
Yellow, Yemen, whatever the fuck he
Very
was.
Republican.
Anyway,
You say Pakistanis?
He comes up, whatever they are. Listen, okay.
You say the Pakistanians?
Pakistans.
The Pakistans,
The Pakis.
whatever the fuck. Listen, they're good people. Some of them. Okay. The point I'm trying to make is this:
Oh
the
my
fucking
God.
Yemen guy or whatever the hell he is.
Yemen. Yeah, like
Comes over.
It's like, yeah, man.
Comes
like, yeah,
over
man. Like, yeah.
and congratulates the black guy. I'm like, what the? So I look at the black guy. I'm like,
What exactly
is he
did he-
congratulating you about?
What did he exactly say?
And he
to that?
says, Obama, he won, congratulations. So I'm like, I fucking voted for Obama. I don't get no validation. Like I'm looking at the black guy. The black guy's like, what the fuck does that mean?
Right.
Like, that was super racist to me because it's like you're congratulating a black guy because Obama won, but then the white guy, meaning me or Olive, who voted for Obama, I don't get like. You
don't get a congratulations.
I don't get a congratulations.
Premier, you are a sucker for love in all situations.
No. Listen to me.
Like, you see somebody getting love and you tight. Like,
No. It's not about that.
Like, can I get some fucking love? Can I get a hug?
Thirst.
I'm talking about presidential stuff. I'm talking about white and black. Yo, let me tell you something. People are complaining, like, when Obama won. I went to some stores that were like, recently, yesterday, this morning, people are like, oh, he won another 4 years. Now you're going to see people, they're going to be driving Range Rovers and be on welfare. That shit been going on since. Listen, Russians are coming into this fucking country with no money.
Russians know how to
Russians
fix
are
the system.
fucking driving Bentley coupes.
They know how to-
okay,
and on welfare.
On welfare.
Yeah.
So it's not
of
about
course-
white or black.
Of course, not all Russians.
Yeah.
Can I say something? I don't want any Obama bucks. All right, I don't want any handout.
You don't want none of that socialism?
Nah, I don't need any. I want a fucking Obama drone, though. Like, I want my own drone from the Obama administration. Just some shit that if I might want to have to throw it on somebody, like Just Blaze, for talking shit. You know what I mean? Can I get my own drone?
I got 2 drones though.
See, exactly. See?
I really do.
See? That's what I'm saying. Obama, please. I voted for you. Can I get a drone?
Yo, Just, when you move into your new crib, man, can you take us on at least a tour of like the fucking?
Oh no, definitely.
Yeah, because sometimes I wonder.
What do you
like,
want to do in his house?
I want to take a fucking tour, dude.
Oh, okay.
Didn't I just say that?
Yeah, you let people come over your house, and you go over other people's house, but quietly. You know, like I'm telling you, you move secretly. Like, listen, word is on the street.
He doesn't move quietly. Foursquares everywhere he goes.
He's the only fucking 4 people left on Foursquare.
Yo, listen. Let's get back to the topic, man. I felt really good yesterday, man.
Congratulations.
And no, it's not congratulations. I think it's congratulations to everybody because, I mean, this shit might be kumbaya and it might sound corny, man. But looking at the Obama camp.
Yeah.
And if you looked in the audience, man, like they was playing Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
But they had the white people dancing. They had the blondes dancing.
Yeah.
They had the black kids dancing, the women, the men, the gays.
Mexicans.
I saw Asians
Spiders.
and Mexicans. I didn't
Pakistans?
See I didn't see any Pakistans.
Middle Eastern. Stop saying that.
No, I saw some Arabic people
You saw
when
some
they
Arabic
pay in the crowd. There was an Arabic woman.
Don't do that to me, Obama.
You know,
Oh.
I mean, I'm not naive.
Way wrong.
Like in terms of like the American dream, but like for a moment yesterday, like I really believed in the American dream because I just saw at the end of the day the reason why we have so many problems is because everybody's different.
Yeah.
And it's very rare that you see all of us in the same room with the same purpose.
Yeah.
And it just felt good, man.
Is that the American dream?
So
how do we get this half of America that was fucking with Romney? How do we get them?
There was never a half of America that was rolling with Romney.
Well, when I say half of America, I mean half
here's
of the
my thing.
registered voters that came out to vote.
If they came out, if they like your man, what's his name? What's the dude that got all the numbers right?
Nate Silver.
Yeah, like if everybody had paid attention to Nate Silver, and had rolled with that. And the news stations, there's a reason why the news stations didn't report that, or none of the outlets really reported on that. It's because if they did,
there'd be no story.
But there's no story. There's no hype. So there was never a neck and neck thing to begin with.
Pause.
All I'm saying is that Republicans,
there's no pause with neck and neck.
Republicans get into this weed. All right. Matter of fact, take it a little further. Get into this motherfucking LSD. Y'all did it before with Nixon. Bring that LSD back. Legalize LSD. Legalize weed.
Heroin.
Now, what are the states that legalized weed? First was Colorado.
Colorado.
Else too. Washington.
Colorado and Washington.
What happened? Massachusetts going?
Medical. Massachusetts.
Medical weed. Okay.
But Colorado,
shouts to Colorado and recreational.
Recreational. But
yes.
from what I understand, federally, it's still not standing with the feds.
Well,
and from what I understand, Eric Holder promised that the feds would be very harsh with regard to the states.
They said there's definitely going to be a Department of Justice review of all the new laws.
But I'm feeling that. So, I mean, I'm seeing
well,
change.
smoke them while you got them. Colorado.
You can't smoke there yet. It's not legal till the governor signs it into law.
Another thing that happened last week is, our show, the Combat Jack Show, was made number 3.
Combat Jack or Just Blazing Friends?
Yes.
Just Blazing Friends, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Okay.
Or Combat Jack, the manager.
Please don't stare. Wait. Please don't stare.
The Please Don't
Stare fun.
Sneakertube.tv show.
The internet show.
The PNC show. You know what I'm saying?
I never heard of that.
Whatever you want to call it. We made number 3 on Complex's top 30 podcasts that are hot right now. Whatever.
Yeah.
So I definitely
fucks with Complex.
Yeah, I mean we beat out Adam Carolla. Mm-hmm. We beat out our esteemed
Fuckboy.
We had a beat off.
We didn't have a beat off. We beat out Rap Genius, who are our guests tonight.
What number are they?
Who the fuck is Rap Genius?
They're our guests for tonight.
Hello, Rap Genius.
Okay.
I see you.
Okay, Fap Genius.
So I just think that
Rap Genius made the list though. They came in at 28.
Were they 28?
They came in at 28.
Well
That's
played.
like 2 places from not even being on the list.
Come on, Dallas.
Dallas, right now, Rap Genius is in the green room.
Nice.
No, I'm just
Play
saying
nice.
that's where they were on the list.
Would you say hello to them in the green room?
All right, let me go.
Say hello.
I'll be back.
But I just think, man,
Hello,
it's just,
Fab Genius.
It's just a testament in terms of the work that we're doing. And I definitely want to thank everybody involved, man. This shit is not easy. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's getting paid yet. But I think it's just a testament in terms of
I want to thank Just Blaze, because I think that was a big reason we made that high on the list,
Yeah, thank you. Thank you,
Just Blaze and Friends. I mean, where would we be without the Seco?
Listen, don't listen to Ben.
We can't call it Just Blazing Friends until Just cuts the check.
Yep, that's
There you
right.
go.
CTC.
All right, Just, I don't need a check. I need my drone.
Cutting the check.
Just hasn't been paying you guys the whole time?
I need the drone.
I'll send you the drone
thank
tomorrow.
you. Thank you, sir.
I have an extra. I gave my uncle. I gave him one.
I just need one, and I promise I won't throw it at you.
All right.
But if I get one from Obama, kid, watch yourself.
Do you have an iPhone?
No, I don't have an iPhone.
Because that's how you control it.
Womp, womp, womp.
I got an HTC.
You got an HTC?
What can I do, HTC? I get a paper plane with a propeller.
And then last thing before we go to a break, man, is I want to thank, Al Lindstrom, allindstrom.com. They did an interview on
Big
me.
Al.
It's up today. I actually liked the interview. I usually don't like looking at myself on film, but I like it.
I checked it out.
Yeah,
I liked it. You know what I like? You sometimes I think when you work alongside somebody, you don't really see a lot of things.
Yeah, you take me for granted.
No, I wouldn't say take it for granted. I mean, you're a fuck boy sometimes, but I mean, in general, it was a real good interview because you were really just your personality and you were good on camera, man. You may have a spot on some low budget fucking film one day. Nah, I'm playing around with you. It was great. I really enjoyed it.
What, some BET shit?
Some XNX.com.
Yeah, we might have some BET in our future, but anyway. I just think that we did a good job. We're going to continue doing a good job. It only gets better. And personally, I just want to thank each and every one of y'all.
Good to see you fucks.
Huh?
Is this the group hug moment?
Nah, this is not the group hug moment. This is the moment where we take a break. You're tuned into the Combat Jack Show. TheCombatJackShow.com, PleaseDon'tStare.com, DallasPenn.com, SneakerTube.tv. And
we'll be right back.
F your radio.
After these messages.
F your radio. Ah, yeah,
internets. You're back with the Combat Jack Show.
What kind of
They never left. They stayed here.
Yo.
We just gave them some Please Don't Stare.
That was a great mix, man.
Election clap.
Is that what the applause is for?
Awesome mix.
That was an awesome mix. Listen.
Name all the records you played. That was great.
I ended it with J. Cole, Grown Simba.
There you
Oh,
go.
I like that shit.
Yeah.
Ooh. So I got a really, before we jump into news, I got a really, really important, very like seriously important issue to discuss, man.
Spoiler.
No, man.
The Walking Dead.
Oh, I thought you was going to talk about hemorrhoids or something.
Nah. I want to talk about The Walking Dead.
Yo, you can't be doing what you was doing on Twitter, though. You waited. You did it too soon.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to say.
Internet's a very momentous episode of the series The Walking Dead transpired on Sunday evening. It was so hot that the internets were ablaze with chatter, right?
Ablaze.
That's the reason I only follow like 30 people. That's the reason why I only follow like 30, 40 people.
Are you about to unfollow me, Jess?
Yeah, I consider
About
Block him.
Already
Just
done.
Block him.
Been muted.
Block his
Sundays
shit.
and Mondays, I should just mute you.
Okay, so this is the
On my
thing.
Twitter.
This is the thing. Sundays are a big night, and I want to get I guess a quorum as to how do we handle talking about some of our favorite shows like The Walking Dead. Like when is it safe to start freely discussing what resulted on air?
Now, to be honest, I was more mad at myself.
Okay,
You know what I mean? It wasn't like I was necessarily mad at you.
when did
I
you
was just-
you haven't watched the episode yet?
I haven't watched like the last. No, I still haven't seen it because I've been dealing with some other shit,
Right.
some family shit.
This still should be a legal timeline though, because honestly, the beauty of
A
TV,
day.
a day, 24 hours,
24
a
hours.
24-hour
That's
cycle.
fair.
Because the beauty of TV is now you don't have to sit
but
around.
Not everybody watches TV when it comes on.
Right,
course.
right,
Between Hulu, Netflix, just download
DVR.
rips,
DVR.
whatever.
Nobody's.
Fucky Berg.
HBO Go.
Yeah, like people aren't necessarily tuning in when the show comes on. because
XN,
people
XX.
don't watch TV that way.
.com.
anymore.
So
But let me just say this.
Yes.
People don't usually watch them. I think the mass. There's a large mass of people who don't watch TV in the traditional manner anymore. However, if you consider yourself a fan of A Walking Dead, of A Breaking Bad, A True Blood, A Game of Thrones,
Honey Boo Boo.
yeah, Honey Boo, yes, or any of these other shows,
Boardwalk Empire.
right? Boardwalk Empire.
You watch Boardwalk Empire?
No, I haven't. I want to, but I just haven't. gotten
It's
around to
good,
it.
man.
But if you consider yourself a fan of these shows, you're more than likely watching them within a day
Right.
Okay.
of them airing.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
But-
So
but
that's
award
that's why I
shows-
say a 24-hour period.
Award shows and like political events, like a State of the Union speech, those type of things. I think those are the moment.
Yeah, those are the moment.
Right.
Those are the moment.
Right,
Because
right.
that's really when it matters.
But like hip hop in Atlanta or whatever that shit is called, if you choose to engage in the moment, but that should have a day. That should have a 24 hour.
So you're saying reality shows? I mean, I don't give a fuck about reality.
I don't think reality shows matter. No, I wouldn't.
I don't
count
think reality shows matter.
I wouldn't.
I'm talking about like.
so they don't get it. They don't get a 24 hour. They don't get a 24 hour
I don't
grace.
think they get a 24-hour grace. I don't give a fuck about them. So I don't give a fuck who
But that's
spilled
probably
who
why
on
you
what.
don't.
Right.
That's probably why you don't care about the reality shows. You don't watch. You don't engage.
What the
in
fuck
them.
was that? I just got scared. The fuck was that?
Who let that group of small children in? Why are they so enthusiastic?
So you're saying amongst ourselves, and then we can take this to the
Sandusky.
greater internet.
Let's put this to the internet.
A full 24 hours.
A full 24 hours.
Because I jumped out the window 12 hours.
Yeah,
Thirst.
I say 24.
12
Thirst.
hours. And Ben Hameen, you saw the episode. We're not
Yeah.
going to give any. I mean,
We can't. It's been 3 days now.
Okay, we can.
Sorry,
talk.
Justin.
Just.
I know you told me T-Dogs got killed.
Oh, well, see, you already know
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
okay.
T-Dog.
I don't want to hear no details of it yet.
Okay, we're not going to talk details, but we're going to talk in broad strokes.
Broad strokes. Look, T-Dog is killed and the prison is full of black zombies.
That's all you know who got killed.
Yes, that's all I know.
So we can't talk about anything
No.
else. But it's past 24 hours, just.
But
You just Blaze.
Listen, first of all, you know I had a very major blow, a death in the family. This
Condolences.
Yes,
Condolences.
yes.
No, but it's not about that. It's
Right.
about the fact that for the past 3 days, I've been trying to power through that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I have not. So I'm asking, as one of my sect or group of friends, to not discuss that until I've been able to recover.
We can just talk about T-Dog.
You talk about T-Dog, but not anything else. Let's just not.
Can we talk about black people and how black people are treated on the show compared to the white people?
But I feel like T-Dog is being replaced by Ninja Girl.
Wait, stop.
As far as a
But-
dynamic black
Have
character.
you been watching the show?
What do you mean if I've been watching the show?
I thought you didn't watch TV, man.
I don't watch TV. I fucking watch my computer.
So you watched The Walking Dead.
Of course I watch The
Get
Walking
the
Dead.
fuck out of here.
What the fuck are you you talking about? What are you talking about?
Can we talk about T-Dog's conversion to magical Negroism?
But that was gonna be his spot anyway. That is the spot of a black man anyhow.
On
it's
any,
to save
on any
white
television, on any media, if you're a black man, and there's white
your
people
responsibility
around
is to save white.
Magical
It's to
Negro.
preserve white.
I knew something was amiss from the beginning because his name, Irony Singleton, were never in the opening credits. They gave the Asian guy, they gave the hillbilly.
Michonne's in the opening credits.
They
Chinese?
gave the new black chick.
Any Russians in Walking Dead?
There's no Russian.
I didn't know his name until he was on the
Iron
Talking
E.
Dead.
Singleton.
Yeah.
You know, because we would talk on Twitter. I noticed he wasn't in the opening credits, so I was like, yo, I give him 6 episodes, right? So I'm watching this episode, and usually in all the other episodes, he's the stereotypical, we
Got
gonna do?
nothing to say.
Like, get nothing to do but excited about nothing.
No, that's not true because when there was that one point when
We're going-
homeboy was bugging out when it was just when
gonna
everybody
do.
was out looking for the girl.
Yeah.
And it was just him and the other dude.
When he
the
was
older
cut up?
dude. Yeah.
He was sitting on a hood like,
No. When they left him behind with the other, I forget his name, the older white dude.
Herschel.
When they went out looking for the missing child.
Not Herschel, the other white dude that was.
He was the one
driving the
it
van.
Was, it was the white dude who was acting.
oh, yeah.
and he was the one who had to remain sane and hold it
Right.
down,
So he was getting a little, but they showed you a glimpse of his magic.
okay.
Yes.
Combat, would you say there's a lot of white excellence in The Walking Dead?
Excellence?
I don't know, man.
I mean, would you say...
I don't even know how you answer that shit.
can't
Well,
answer
I
that.
mean, listen, I know you say there's a lot of black excellence.
There's a lot of undead
Shut
excellence.
the
Pete.
fuck up.
The white
Pete.
man put that show together. That's white excellence, right there.
There we
You know
go.
what I'm saying it's on TV. The white
There
man.
we go.
The white man.
Can we get that again, please?
The white man created cable TV. That's white excellence.
That's correct.
Y'all got that shit, man. I'm trying to raise black
All right.
excellence right now.
Who the fuck is building bridges and tunnels?
Yo.
the white man.
Pakistan's.
The white man.
who
All
the
right,
fuck-
that's enough.
First of all, let me tell you something. A white person, unless they're from fucking
How
Boston.
the fuck did you even get to the city?
Okay.
Wait.
Over bridges and tunnels.
No. They're
Okay?
not. White people are
Thank
not
white
making bridges.
Jesus premium.
White people are not making bridges.
Wait.
Fucking Moroccans, Pakistans, all those fucking people that are not afraid to be
What
100.
does this have to do
The
with
Chinese.
what does this have to do with the fucking Walking Dead?
Yeah,
All I
nothing.
gotta say is what
The
gave,
Chinamen?
what gave it away.
They build fucking bridges.
What
That's
gave,
what it been-
what gave it away this episode is how, yo, T-Dog all of a sudden had all of this dialogue.
No,
They gave him all this dialogue,
Yeah.
and he was calling the shots.
Yeah.
He was like, no, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to do this.
this is God's
I
plan.
was like, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
So, let's give a moment of silence, man, to T-Dog. I mean, he played his role as the only black man in Atlanta, in the South.
Surviving deep into season.
And he wasn't a homo?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
Surviving deep into season 2. Like, he went.
Season 3.
Season 3 we on. Okay, look at that. Look how far he went.
Survived
so-
long enough to be replaced by another black
and
dude.
Yes.
before we give him a moment of silence, notice how there's not that many black survivors, right? In the South. In Atlanta. In Georgia. But when they got to the prison, there's a whole lot of black zombies. Did you notice that?
I'm gonna tell you what.
Real though.
Maybe
But how
the
do you-
virus came from Golden Corral
If there was a bunch of white prisoners,
or Waffle House,
it wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't.
But how you in the South and not have a lot of black survivors?
because the virus came out of
First of all,
Waffle
the
House.
jails-
not have a lot of black. Not
The virus came out of Gladys Knight.
Mary Max.
All right, so let's
The Ron
Varsity.
Reynolds
so yo, the moment of silence.
spread out. It's spreading onyx.
Yo, but hold on, Combat. Listen.
You don't even watch the show.
But you know what? Even in the show, you're being racist. Even in The Walking Dead, you're being. Listen, it's okay.
You don't watch the show, Pete.
Yeah, but you're so worried about if there's white people in the jails. But
I'm not
listen, there's
worried, I'm-
fucking every culture in jail. And you know what? Right now, they're probably fucking each other.
All right, Pete.
Wow.
Are there zombies in jail, Pete?
I seen one.
Yeah, I've definitely seen zombies.
He
in
was
jail.
extra thirsty to get that line on.
you
Yeah,
had
for
to-
real.
you
He
had
had
Nah, because-
Like you was thirsty for that. That one.
Thirsty
Yeah, you
for
was-
what? Anything he like. If he
Can
talks
we?
about
Do we
ice
have a
cream-
flag? Can we throw a flag on that?
No.
on that one?
Flag.
Combat.
thirsty for that.
Combat. Hold up one second. If you talk about ice cream, you're gonna make a difference. Well, what happened was my son was eating ice cream, and then there was this white person eating ice cream, and I just figured I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? How many things you want to compare to white, to black, to less black people? Okay, thank you.
Yo, Matt Rass.
Well played.
Let's go to the news, man. It's been a long time. We've had so many guests, man. We've had so many great episodes that I don't want you to feel that we're neglecting you, man. Let's go to the news. The
Hanging
news
my
with
poem
Matt
for
Rass.
no.
The news with Matt Rass.
First up, we got an
Hold, you gotta stop interrupting me, man.
I'll just fuck with Matt.
He is
Don't-
thirsty.
don't fuck with me.
You know what it is? We
Okay,
gave Ben
then.
Stop
Hameen.
fucking with me, man.
We gave Ben Hameen a
I
lot of
don't
play
want to
last
fuck with
week.
you. I hear you be fighting.
Stop.
No. That's the problem. Ben Amin got too many music breaks. Then I mean about to take this show over.
Yeah, he wants to take everything. He wants to be the DJ, the boring guy, the fucking poem teller. This fucking
He doesn't
guy
want to be all these things. He is already.
I'm naturally
Matt
the boring
Raz.
guy.
Let Matt Raz talk. Matt Raz,
cook
what's going
that
on?
news.
What's going on with the news?
First up, we got an update on Alexis Wright. That's the 29-year-old fitness instructor who's being charged with 106 counts of prostitution.
Yo, she was hot though.
Zumba
After
prostitute.
running a brothel out of the same facility where she taught Zumba classes in Maine.
What's new with her?
Well, now there's details of some of the high-profile clients in her small town of 10,000.
Client number 13.
Including the former mayor of the town, who was like 53, high-power attorney, and they said there's other clients to be named into the new year.
But we knew that was going to happen. I mean, for a town, what town is it?
Somewhere in Maine.
No, how do you pronounce it?
Lobster, Maine.
Kennebunkport?
Kennebunkport.
Is it Kennebunkport?
It's Kennebunkport.
Then I bet you George Bush is one of the clients.
You know it's coming out. That's not a surprise.
You know what I want to know, though? I don't know how many Zumba classes she's teaching a day, but if she's getting 106 counts of prostitution, I mean, that's just what they caught her with. Man, imagine her fuel band. All day.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
Gold. Hitting her goals.
So you go to
hitting her goals early.
You go to her Zumba class, and then you could get a little extra on the side.
Now, if you go into the Zumba class, so don't you think, like, your wife or girlfriend, your buddies are going to make fun of you if they hear you going to, like, a Zumba class?
I take Zumba with my wife.
Well, I mean, listen, Combat went to this
I take
Sean T thing.
Yeah.
He went before this, what was it called, Dallas?
in yoga
a
pants.
circle jerk, right?
No, what was it called?
Okay, wait a minute.
Insanity?
Insanity.
Meanwhile,
But-
Sean...
wait. I didn't go anywhere.
You went with Sean T.
I had a fucking DVD that I would play.
You and Sean T made a DVD?
Yeah, look at that. Oh,
Fucking Combat,
TMZ,
man.
shopping it around.
Fucking Combat.
What's next in the news, man?
All right,
fuck you,
we
bro.
got. I saw in the New York Daily News today they actually had a trend piece on people soliciting sex for gas on Craigslist.
Yo, man, you got to get that gas.
I got that gas. Anybody want to fuck? I got that gas.
Yo, but
holler at me.
there were also people soliciting shelter for sex. I mean, sex for shelter, B.
Wow, it's like that.
Taking it back to the
At the end
caveman
of the
days.
day, man. At the end of the day, man. When it comes down to it, we're all fucking degenerate beasts.
Everybody has needs, Combat.
Everybody has needs.
Combat,
man.
the gas line
wait.
is real. In Brooklyn, the gas line is real. It's about 6 hours. I was on the gas line for 4.5 hours.
Didn't we speak about that earlier?
Yo,
Oh, wait. I just want to tell you,
How
a
many,
girl
how
came
many
up.
dicks you had to suck to get gas, Pete?
Whoa.
I thought that's where you was going, Pete. Matt, what's the next news item, Matt?
Next up, we got a few black, white, or browns.
Okay, let's go.
Black, white, or yellow. Tell us the color of this fellow.
Wait, Just. Can you give us a 8-second jingle?
That's a
on
long
black,
jingle.
White or brown? Like, can you officially give us one?
I thought you wanted me to make one up right now.
No. Like,
But hold on,
No,
listen,
right
why
now,
are we
make
not
one up
including
right now.
yellow?
Hold on.
Black, white,
For a
brown, and
second.
yellow. Tell us the color of this fellow.
Black, white,
no, but can we get that?
Black, white, brown, yellow.
Tell us the color of this
fellow.
Isn't that too
That's
soulful?
mad soul. That's mad soulful. That's mad
It
soulful.
gotta be like jingle, like
It's a black.
yeah, exactly.
It's a black, white, yellow.
So
All right, so first up, we got a teacher of a failing class of students who, to motivate the kids, she told them if they got high marks on their next test, that she would dress as a sexy French maid to reward them.
White.
white.
All right, so everybody is.
I think she's black.
White.
I
All
think
right,
she's black.
what's the answer?
You're all wrong.
Whoa!
She is Chinese.
I just said
Oh!
Did I not just say Asian?
She was a
I don't know. You were
Chinaman.
too
Me
close
give
to
you
the mic, I didn't hear
sucky. Me suck your egg roll very much. You suck your egg roll,
Yo,
and then we're gonna put that.
Pause.
All right, well, the thing
Okay.
is, they got a picture of her here, though. Like, she dressed as a French maid. I don't know if it's like a sexy French maid, though, because it's not a revealing costume
Vietnamese?
in any way. Like, also, she has some kind of, like, cat ears on in this picture.
So she
She's
actually
got, like, a
went
big
through with
smut.
this?
I fuck
I mean,
her.
she's not an
I
old
fuck
maid.
her.
All right.
Oh,
shit,
sound like
she's in class in
that's
the maid
not
outfit.
a sexy French maid. That's
Regular maid.
What's that manga show? That's Sailor Moon. That bitch dressed up as Sailor Moon, but I still want to fuck.
That's a good one, Matt. That's a good one.
I still want to fuck you, teacher.
She actually
Let me
went through
suck
with
your
it.
egg roll.
In the pussy.
Yo,
Tubuku, shove it in my pussy.
Yo, this is going on TV, guys. Come on.
Not
Oh,
this
we
one.
gonna edit that part. I still want to have sex with you, teacher, in your vagina hole.
Yo,
You could put an extra $10.
yo, what's next, man?
Next up, we got
I wish I had a fucking gavel in this bitch.
we got some post-hurricane news. We got looters in Coney Island after Sandy sweeps through. Now, it's looter. We have a quote from one of the looters, and we have the location of the looting.
Okay, let's hear the quote and let's get the location.
Okay, well, the quote will reveal. Okay, so they said, "Look, they've been looting our wallets for too long," said a young male who claimed that he was helping himself to a TV at Rent-A-Center.
Black.
Good for you, man.
Hard body.
Yes, definitely black.
Hard body. And not only that, but seriously, get rid of them Rent-A-Center TVs anyway, because you know those are the joints with the fucking tube in the back.
Yeah,
still.
yeah. That was just a heavy as a motherfucker
Heavy
from
as
the
a
back.
motherfucker.
I say he's black just by the way you said.
He was very
They've been
black.
looting our pockets for a long time.
Yeah.
That's how you read that, right?
I read it. I don't really think I read it as
Actually,
you said.
can you read it the way you read it?
Can you
before?
repeat that?
Sure. It said, "Look, they've been looting our wallets for too long," said a young male who claimed he helped himself to a TV at Rent-A-Center.
It's a black man.
Yes.
I'm gonna go Mexican.
Mexican.
Not,
Why not?
not Coney Island.
Everyone is right except for Ben Amin, who is wrong.
You don't know.
Brent, I mean, you may have a Mexican hidden in your dreads.
Next one,
No,
Matt.
so what, he's black, right?
Yeah, he's a black guy.
Yes.
Oh man.
Last up, this is a really weird one. We got a Pennsylvania man who was arrested after flashing his breast implants at fellow Walmart shoppers.
Come on, white.
Hispanic.
What?
Hispanic.
What? Hispanic?
Hispanic.
that's
Brown?
white.
You going brown on
do you
that?
want to know the location? He's in Lackawanna County.
That's white.
Lackawanna
Fucking
County.
white.
Lackawanna County. He's white. He's white.
Them Hispanics be getting them sex changes, though, man.
He's white.
All right.
Cher's son. He's white.
All right.
Jeremy Owens, 23, male with breast implants, white.
White.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. See, I knew it.
Yes. Black, white, brown, and yellow.
And
Tell us
Pakistan.
the color of this fellow.
And Pakistan and Chinese.
So-
Don't you tell me I suck you.
Oh, yo, Pete, stop, Pete. What else do we have? Is that it?
I mean, that's a wrap right now.
All right, before we close the segment, Ben, I mean, you got a poem?
No, I had a poem, but I left my phone at home.
That was a poem.
That was
on the spot, baby.
That was some gaiku right
That was
there. That was
fucking
some
garbage.
Geico haiku.
Okay, that fucking sucked. Okay, this
That
guy.
was Geico
You
haiku.
don't want to hear my Pakistan voice,
Yeah.
and then you want to hear this fucking guy's horrible poems. Let me tell you something. If you ever wrote
thirst,
Pete, slow down, man. Slow down. It's all right.
Thirst.
Right.
We're all friends here, B.
Thirst.
Slow down.
hit that fucking
Thirst.
sucked.
Yo. I guess this is the point where we go to a break.
Yeah, I guess we take a break and we bring our esteemed guest.
The rap
Okay,
genius.
number 28 on the complex top 30 list of podcasts to listen to. Okay,
And your friends.
Rap Genius has a podcast?
Yes, they do.
Outside the line.
I don't know. I don't know these dudes.
But they're your friends.
I don't know these dudes.
Internets, we're going to a break, and when we come back,
Facebook friends, if that means something.
we have our special guest, Rap Genius.
Yeah,
Let's go.
let's go.
Combat Jack. Yeah, internets, and you're tuned into the Combat Jack
Internets.
show. With us today, we have who are you gentlemen? What are your names?
On Rap Genius, I'm Mabu.
We've got Mabu and
On Rap Genius, I'm the Abominable Ho-Man.
the abominable
Ho-Man.
Ho-Man. What are your real names?
Elon. It's Mahbud.
Mahbud
however
and
you want to
Elon.
pronounce it.
From the controversial and groundbreaking at the same time website Rap Genius. You know, you guys have stirred a hornet's nest recently with the success of your site, as well as some of I guess the tension and I guess
Provocative.
provocative arguments that have centered around your site.
Sure.
It's so amazing because I really don't know what to make of your site, which is why you guys are here. Some people told me that I shouldn't have you guys on here because for some reason just the mention of Rap Genius has been polarizing. And I'll say this before I fully and officially introduce you. When I was leaving my crib this evening on my way to the show, my 15-year-old son said, "Who's your guest on tonight's show?" And I said, "Oh, Rap Genius," not thinking he would know who you guys are. And he's like, "Oh, that's the hip-hop site for white people." And I was like, "What do you mean it's the hip-hop site for white people?" He's like, "Well, you know, they explain lyrics, rap lyrics, and most people of color understand these lyrics. So this is the white hip-hop website." And I was like, "Oh, that's pretty interesting that this guy who I've never had a conversation with about you guys, that's his perception." So internets, I welcome to the Combat Jack Show, Rap Genius. What's going on, guys?
We're ready for combat.
You guys are ready for combat. Welcome to the Combat Jack Show.
Yeah, your son needs to get deeper in the game.
He needs to get deeper in the game.
If he thinks it's for white people,
That's his understanding. That's his understanding. But before we even go there,
all colors.
Before we even go there,
who loves knowledge.
Before we even go there, thanks for making it out in inclement weather. It's snowy outside.
A blizzard.
It's a blizzard out here.
What is it? A blizzard?
And you guys made it.
Just Blaze, one of my heroes.
Yes, thank you.
It's an honor.
Appreciate it.
What is? Let's get down to it. What is Rap Genius?
Rap Genius is annotated lyrics. It's hard to explain if you haven't seen it. You can click any line and it's got crowdsourced explanations. And it's crowdsourced, but we try to give it a hierarchy like Samurai Japan. So we try to make things be high quality.
Samurai Japan or feudal Japan?
Yeah. No, it's a feudalist structure.
There's editors, there's moderators. Some people are bosses.
Wait a minute, you guys are losing me. Both of you guys are losing me with the Japanese reference.
Because it's a rank. It's a ranks as to who can.
We got to get you a Rap Genius account, Combat Jack, because we have for celebrities the verified account.
So you have people have accounts.
Yeah.
And they contribute to the site with regard to their definition or their version of what they believe a lyric to mean.
Right.
And the more they contribute,
I guess rap IQ.
They get rap IQ.
But if their shit is whack, I delete it in one fell swoop.
Well, what determines if someone's contribution is whack?
Well, it's a couple things. So there's voting on the site. So you could go in, you could upvote something, downvote something, and if you have like a reputation on the site, your vote is meaningful. So if you downvote something, that user is going to get dinged. They're not going to be important anymore. And also editors, there's like hundreds of editors who get handpicked by the moderators, and they go through and they just delete shit that's whack. And it's basically like we try to set a good tone, try to not make it like, try to make everything interesting, and sort of like a work in progress.
That sounds awesome.
Rap Genius is still a baby, Dallas. It's getting grown though.
That right there, what you guys just talked about, sounds fucking awesome.
Now, how did you
can be like the mare's milk for Rap Genius? Because I remember
now, why would anyone have a problem with Rap Genius?
We used to not even have Wu-Tang perfectly explained, much less the classics that you want explained better. And now, if you look up Mystery of Chess Boxing on the site, I know you guys all have a lot of knowledge from hip hop, but you might learn something. Like
well, let's take it back. Take it back a step further. How did you guys come up with the concept Rap Genius?
We were smoking mad weed and listening to rap.
I was going through some hard times in my life, and Tom can build websites like it's candy. He's built a ton of websites, and he built this site.
And Tom is the
He's the godfather. He's the swagged out Mark Zuckerberg of Rap Genius.
Okay.
He built the site kind of as therapy for me, and I started explaining Killer Cam, and then all my, our friends jumped on, and
so
Family Ties,
you going through these lyrics was in a sense a form of therapy for you?
It was therapy. We never thought it would be anything more than fun.
How so? Explain that, man.
So how did you guys go from being Zuckerbergs to Fuckybergs?
Wait. Fuckybergs, because we like to fuck.
I mean, you guys were on your path to being Zuckerbergs, and then you turned a corner.
Well, internets, if you
we're
don't...
We're trying to be Zuckerbergs, but we're trying to fuck. So
internets, if you don't know, there's been some of the tension that has existed recently between Rap Genius and some of the, I guess, the internets is between actually Dallas Penn and Mabu. Am I right?
No. I mean, internets. The Rap Genius dudes who I met briefly several months ago thought I was a rapper.
Well, tell
and they called my man Mayhem Lorenz Smoke Dizza. I just thought that these guys who are earnest and cool dudes. I mean, listen, real talk. I smoke weed with these cats.
Why did you meet them? Walk us through that, Dallas. Be descriptive.
I met them because my buddy Rafi Cam was cool with them. And he said, come meet these guys who are starting the site called Rap Genius. I think it's a great idea. Like I said, these guys started out as Zuckerbergs on some real fly shit. I mean, having artists transcribe their own lyrics is, that's kind of fucking supreme, because it really cuts to the chase of getting an understanding of what a lyric is, and then having people then come and explain those lyrics even further. I mean, to me, it's the perfect idea for rap nerds. Like, this could be rap nerd heaven right here, and I think it is.
So you went to meet these guys. And
who were these guys? Who did you meet?
I don't really remember who I met, because like all white guys kind of look the same. No disrespect, but I mean, it was some cool, like, Zuckerberg looking dudes.
Dallas, I'm darker than you, man. You're Pakistan or something.
So Mabu, was it you that?
Yeah, white guys can be darker than me. That's not.
I'm getting a tan. I'm starting to turn purple.
So Mabu, was it you that Dallas met?
I'm the one who thought he was a rapper, so I
Okay.
feel like an idiot. These guys had Googled him and shit, so they knew.
Yeah, man, we were kicking it with Rafi. We Googled him. We watched his videos or whatever. We knew who Dallas was, but he just hadn't seen him yet.
I
It's not a big
respected
deal.
Rafi just because he loves Cam, and I just told you the first 3 songs on the site were all Cam.
Right.
I think Cam, in his golden age, was the best rapper of all time, and I wanted the site to be called Cam Exegesis. I'm like, all right.
Cam Exegesis.
Yeah, let's because originally it was Rap Exegesis. I'm like, let's make 2 sites. We'll have Cam Exegesis and Jay-Z Exegesis. So
Exegesis?
So-
now no one even looks up Cameron on the site.
So Dallas, were you offended?
No, I wasn't because again,
He even signed our board. He was one of the first people to sign our board.
the
which not bad.
idea, the concept of Rap Genius is for rap nerds. I think incredible. It's dope.
Aren't all of us or most of us in this room rap?
Well, I
nerds?
mean, if you fuck with rap, yeah, maybe you are a rap nerd. But anyhow, again, I wasn't offended. I thought it was funny. I thought it was cute of them. It was a nice little environment that they were working in. A big mountain of weed on the table, like just kind of like roll your shit
you
up.
guys like the weed.
Yeah, we're down.
I actually can't smoke anymore because of asthma. Can you believe that?
Asthma?
Yeah, we got a vaporizer. Though.
Can you smoke a vapor? You can smoke a vaporizer.
Even that's.
Or you can inhale
I'll do it with Dallas. I'll smoke it with Dallas. Oh man, I feel so bad.
Awesome.
I thought he was a rapper. I still want to hear you rap, Dallas.
So
Awesome.
how do you know that he thought you were a rapper?
I told him. I told him it's got to verify the account. I don't know.
Yeah, they asked me to transcribe some of my songs.
So Mabu, what rapper did you think he was?
I don't know. Dallas. Rafi Kam told me, yeah, some rapper's coming over. I don't know.
So Rafi
He said Dallas
set it
is
up.
coming. No. He said Dallas is coming over, and like, surprise, surprise. I think it's Rap Genius.
Right.
If you're inviting someone over, it's gonna be a rapper.
So that's
I fucked up, man. I should have Googled
but
it.
that is an honest mistake, is it not, Dallas?
I'm not upset about that.
Okay.
I told you I wasn't upset about it. I had a good time.
Okay.
We hung out. We smoked weed. We talked shit.
So you guys had good time. You guys broke bread.
I got to see. No, we didn't break bread.
That was the other
We spent
thing.
time
Action
together.
Bronson was there, and I ordered
Yeah.
sushi, and Action Bronson's like, I would never eat fish. So that was kind of weird.
So what happened? How-
We hung out. We hung out in the office. I saw how their operation worked.
and you're impressed?
I was happy.
Right.
I won't say I was impressed. I was like, finally somebody took the time, took the energy to kind of, connect these dots.
Another internet.
Put this together. Yes, absolutely. Another valuable internet.
So
I was happy with what I saw.
right.
All right, and I was just, like anybody else, I'm ready for Rap Genius to, to grow its
flourish.
community.
To flourish.
Yeah, sure, to continue to grow and to continue to be a valuable contributor within the community, the hip hop community. Although they're focused on rap, they're still part of the hip hop community. So
Right.
I was all right with them. I'm cool, and I'm still all right with the idea of Rap Genius now. It's not, Rap Genius. The idea of it doesn't fuck with me.
Okay, so we're going all over the place. So, but what's more current is that you guys have exchanged heated tweets over the past week and a half.
The tweets
right?
was mainly just I was on caffeine and I started flipping out. But the main person who's been blogging about us and stuff is Byron.
Byron Crawford.
Which I sent him an emotional email. I mean, the way I found out about that guy is his views on Palestine. And I mean, I had so much respect for him. There's a reason why he was when Rap Genius was just a little baby. I'm always emailing him, asking him for links. And then finally, someone's like, "Hey, if you want him to link him, you gotta diss him." So I made a diss rap.
Oh, so somebody lured you into dissing Byron Crawford.
It was, for me, it's all just funny.
This was like 3 years ago.
I said, Byron Crawford, you're lame like Hartford. It's not like the most cutting line. I've got a lot of respect for him. And to some extent, I feel like he's having a good time with us, too. I've got love.
So it's not really that serious.
I hope not.
No.
Not for me.
But once again, what caused this recent between you guys?
Let's get to what caused
Hey, come
the
on,
recent
let's
blow.
see from the
Let's
rap.
be 1,000.
Genius is
Byron
a baby.
Crawford reported on some kind of chat room discourse which had racist language or basically described racist attitudes.
Okay.
And it was purported to be coming from Rap Genius moderators.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the crazy thing about Rap Genius is like, you don't know who any of these fucky bergs are. So it could be a moderator, it could be somebody that they're fucking in the butt. It could be like, somebody on like he said, catnip or whatever, cat food. We don't know who it is. We don't know who it is. So but that was the tack that Byron brought out.
So that touched a chord.
That touched the chord for Byron, which then touched the chord for Mabu, which then touched the chord Mabut.
I like Mabu.
Mabu? What do you...
That's my Rap Genius name.
Mabut. Okay, Mabut.
I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, Dallas.
That touched the chord for Mabut, which then as Mabut would defend himself...
It's Mabu.
There's a D on the end of that. Is the D silent?
It's Mahbud.
Mah.
But why do you keep on considering him? Why do you keep on considering him white? If his name is Mabu.
Mabu.
Yeah, imagine my whole life,
what is your
my whole
nationality?
life, white girls have been fucking up my name. So that alone is just, that's why I needed Rap Genius for the therapy.
But what is your nationality?
I'm the Persian version.
So you're Persian.
Yeah. By the way, where's the Persian MCs, Dallas?
I'm trying to find out, where is Persia?
It's Iran.
It's Iran. Okay. Because I like Persia. Isn't that some kind of old paradigm from the 20s or something like that? When people were scared to say that they were Iranian.
Well, Iran is kind of a weird word because it actually has a weird history. So I prefer Persian.
Wait a minute. You're not you're not explaining to me.
I don't want to make this an attack.
We're not attacking anybody. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it.
The other idea that then came out.
Yes.
As Byron and Mahbub were talking amongst each other was that, wait a minute, are people jealous of Rap Genius because Rap Genius has touched the chord with venture capitalists who are willing to fund them and willing to help them expand and help them grow, where all of these purists that love hip hop and love rap and grind and tweet to death can't move a fucking stone. But these guys who are relatively new to even fucking with rap at all, are able to move these mountains.
Well, that's not true.
They should have did it themselves.
I don't have a problem with Rap Genius being rich or getting funding to grow, to expand. Like I said, the idea of Rap Genius, that idea is beautiful and it's perfect, and it develops a community.
Issue?
What is the issue?
Where was your issue?
My issue was that when the people that founded it, uncovered themselves, they ended up being fuckybergs. They ended up being the kind of douchebags who you
because of the racist discussion in the forum.
Because of their privileged attitude and to me what seemed to be what seemed to be a cavalier response to hip hop.
We don't actually really come from a privileged place, but that doesn't mean that you're I think Dallas is trying to criticize Rap Genius because he wants to make it better, and that's what we're trying to do too. That's why we have mad respect for him.
I don't think Rap Genius is flawed.
No, it's flawed.
I don't think Rap Genius is flawed in that sense.
Rap Genius is a baby, and it's got to get grown.
You may be flawed. You may be flawed.
Rap Genius is a baby, and it's trying to get grown. And the way that it could get grown is if we can get people to fill in the knowledge that we don't have.
Well, my question is this. It's not just Dallas Penn. A lot of people are upset. Why do you think people are upset with Rap Genius?
Dallas can't say why he's upset. That's upsetting to me because he's been saying some shit like
Dallas
Dallas can't say why he's upset.
We don't have a Dallas-type person on staff who can run shit for the true hip-hop head purists.
Right.
I wish we did.
Well, we actually do. He's right outside. His name is Sean.
We have Sean. Yeah,
he knows
he needs help
more about hip-hop than anybody. But
and we got the big money to build all of them: the country genius and law genius and poetry genius.
Let's save that for later because I know that you guys are expanding. You guys are expanding beyond hip hop. You guys are I've read that somewhere that you guys are thinking about having a law genius and you said country and
law genius premium, which is going to be for firms.
But as you guys, what I looked at a video recently, like the Chief Keef video, and it just irritated a lot of people.
Yeah, man. We don't like the Chief Keef video. We pulled it like we saw it and like somebody put it up. Someone who works with us, like they put it up. Some people saw it. We have an email list. They said, "Man, this isn't cool. Let's take it down." We took it down. Someone scraped it. It got passed along like it wasn't cool. Like we take that down.
Nicole and Sean, who are outside, and I'm hoping they get a chance to talk with you. They're the two people most instrumental to running Rap Genius. Sean is the editor-in-chief, and Nicole gets all the rappers to explain their own lyrics. We, at this point, are trying to build all these other versions. We started with hip-hop because it's the most important, but we also have to explain Shakespeare and and the law.
We started with rap. Not hip hop, but rap.
That's semantics, Dallas. That's
Not
like
really.
saying you started with
Not
Houston.
really.
No, San
Not really.
Antonio.
Not really. It's if you're really real, then you'll understand that hip hop doesn't need lyrics.
Okay.
Pete Rock's instrumental album doesn't need lyrics.
Well, we have
Dilla's
verified
instrumental album doesn't need lyrics.
But we have verified
Hip hop doesn't need rap.
We have
Rap is
verified
part of hip-hop.
producer accounts. This is the newest thing. Needles was the first producer to explain his beats. And I met my hero tonight, Just Blaze. And I'm hoping that he's going to come through and explain, like, this is where I got this instrumental from. This is how it inspired Kanye with this verse. There's so much I want to know.
Now, tell us about the relationship you have with these personalities and these artists and these producers.
With who?
Like, for example,
The Nas Father?
Yeah, exactly.
The Nas Father's the one who set it all off. He thinks Rap Genius is going to be the biggest website in the world.
When did
I
you
love
guys?
that, man.
When did you guys
every
connect?
word that comes out of his mouth is poetry. We met him through Troy Carter. Who's
Okay, Troy Carter, the manager.
Yeah, Troy and Anthony is Nas's manager,
yeah.
and we met Anthony and met Nas, and Nas thought the site was mad cool, and he's
I
been
came
involved
up
ever
with the
since.
nickname Nas Father, and he said he's cool with it.
So basically, Nas.
Right. Most of the nicknames I come up with rappers, they're not cool with it. Like I told 50 Cent, he's 50 centime, and he wasn't really feeling it.
He wasn't with the French. He wasn't with the French.
Ab-Soul is Ab-Soul. That's what I call it.
But you still don't understand why people are upset with you guys.
No, I can understand. We're white.
babies.
We got $15 million from an investor.
No.
So why? Okay, Dallas.
No.
Why you up? Stop playing around. Why are you upset with?
I'm upset because, again, coming from a place of privilege, rap music for some of these kids is it's a ghetto safari, something that they can observe from the safety of headphones or laptops, and what interests them and what excites them the most is nihilistic, dysfunctional personalities.
Dallas, are you trying to say our editors aren't gully?
No, I'm
We do a gully exam.
I'm really talking about you.
Before they can be
I'm really talking about you.
But I'm not Rap Genius.
I'm really talking about you. Since you've been the person that I've had.
I'm the law genius.
Since you've the person that I've had the twit discussions with, I'm really talking about you.
I just want to touch on this real quick.
Well, hey, you know what really pissed me off on Twitter and set me off? You guys were talking about this earlier too. There was some glorification of junk food. And I don't think that's cool. You guys have a lot of people's ears, and you should not be glorifying junk food. That's another mission of Rap Genius.
You mean internet celebrities?
Yeah. Guess who the rappers are who we get along with the best? The ones who preach healthy eating, like Jizza, RZA.
What are you talking about? Pumpernickel bread? Listen, fucking wheat multi-grain burger rolls.
This guy is not a pumpernickel. Okay,
no, listen. I just want to.
He's like a pita.
Before we lose
It's more of sourdough.
Yeah.
This gentleman right here. What's your name?
Elon.
Elon
He
is more
said,
pumpernickel.
Ain't no bagel jokes.
Hold on 1 second. Hold
Sorry,
on.
man.
He said, "I get it. We're white and we got $15 million. What do you get? Just because you're white, you think that doesn't mean that you belong here? Does it mean that? No. Hold on.
I guess all I'm
do you
saying
think
is,
because you're white that you don't know about music or you don't know about hip hop, or that you
That I
think that?
don't,
What do you think?
or I
You
do?
thinking that he's saying that
I'm not
black
sure what
people
you're saying.
own hip hop?
No, I'm just saying.
Elon's not even that white. He's got a
No, because
weird
I don't
name.
I'm white. I'm Italian, but at the same time, I'm white. And
I'm
the
just
way you
saying,
said it was
like,
like you copped a plea.
No, I'm saying
I don't like that. I'm just saying you should do that.
All I'm saying is everybody.
What are you saying?
I like hip hop. I like rap. Like I like it maybe differently than you do. That's cool.
Wait, Pete, let him talk.
What, I'm saying people have a problem with some white kids who are clearly not insiders to all of hip hop history.
Inside of what?
I wasn't
man
around
talk.
I wasn't around in the '90s. I was just a kid in the suburbs listening to rap music in my car, and I liked it. And he was in a different type of situation, listening to rap, and he liked it. And if Dallas likes rap and likes a different part of rap or hip hop, that's cool too. And he can sign up for an account and he can get in Rap Genius. We like making a website.
We're trying to learn more.
What I'm talking about is this. That if you like hip hop, if you like music, if you like fucking Britney Spears, whatever the fuck you like, that's what you like.
Great.
No one can tell you. Like when you said, "I get it, we're white and we got $15 million." That's wrong.
But Pete,
People
wait a
are
minute.
calling us outsiders, and that's a part of it.
But Pete,
That's a
Pete,
part of it.
No.
Let me talk. For a second.
Okay. I'll explain him.
But my perspective is, and Elon touched on it, as white guys who may not have gone through quote unquote the struggle as the average rap fan, and here they come as people that are observing the culture, and they create this site. And out of all of the sites that are out there, these guys hit a big payday.
Absolutely.
Right? So these guys are an easy target because they are white. They are privileged and they have the money. So
I'm not white.
And better than that, they're an easy target because they don't give a fuck about what happened in rap.
Why?
I gotta say, I'm what.
Do they need to?
Yeah, they do. You do.
I'm not white.
You need to.
Poverty.
You need to understand
I have
that
darker skin than Dallas. Plus, Dallas has
the
those
continuity
beautiful white eyes.
of language, of speak, of music.
That's great.
That rap has from the 70s, from the 80s into the 90s.
Why do they need to know that to run a business? Or to have a business and have it be successful?
To have a business about rap? Yes.
Or you
to have a business about rap? Yes.
These things. That's
to have a
good
business about
you hire people who
about
know those
fucking
things.
people in the butt.
That's
no,
good business.
But to have a business about rap,
I'm trying to be
yes.
real for a
It's not
minute.
just rap; it's
Because
all of knowledge too. You know, like
I'm not.
poetry.
First of all, I'm not taking sides. I don't really consider these guys white because they're not. They're not wasps.
Thank you.
Anglo-Saxon.
Well, he's swarthy, so he's clearly not white.
They're not.
Plus,
First of all,
you're the one with the beautiful green eyes, Dallas.
hey yo, moving right along. Second of all, I feel like they hit a lick.
Zuckerbergs to Fuckybergs.
They hired some people who are a bit more knowledgeable about the inner workings of it than they are, which is smart. It's good business.
And not only we hire people, like from the beginning, people have gotten involved who know all about hip hop.
Yes.
All about hip hop. And
Yes.
those people contribute to the site.
Yes.
It's
that's
crowdsourced.
great.
Yes, that's why it's awesome.
problem?
That's why Rap Genius is awesome. But these two Fuckybirds are Fuckybirds.
Said what the problem is.
They don't like he raps
Because
sometimes.
Again, my problem is that the people that run it, and ultimately, even though they pull people in for their crowdsourcing, they pull people in who have far more knowledge than they do, which makes it a great business model for
smart,
them.
good business.
But again, if Mitt Romney is running Rap Genius, at the end of the day,
You equate them with Mitt Romney?
at the end of the day, everybody's gonna get fucking fired. Everybody that helped build the shit is gonna get fired because they're all about page views.
Well, then
they're
those-
not
you know what?
about
But you know what?
about hip hop
But you know what?
culture.
Then those people
They're
should
about
be-
page views.
But then those people shouldn't be negotiating their deals right, because I tell you this much: there's a reason why you have millionaire secretaries at Microsoft. You know, because when they started that company, they said, "Okay, we are part of the first generation. We're part of that first crew."
By the way,
I'm not going to take these. Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish your statement, please.
Let your hero speak. Fuckybird.
They're, like they had faith in the company. They started out for low pay, but they took options. They took stock options. They did the smart thing.
Okay.
So I don't get mad if somebody else, if they make a come up off of their idea.
But I'm not mad.
And the people who
Just I'm saying Rap Genius is
that's
dope.
their own fault.
So it's
The site is dope.
I feel like your issue is personal and really has no base.
That's what he's saying. So it is
But it
personal.
has no base
Okay, let
ultimately.
me try to put it together.
Okay. I'll accept that.
Mabu, I noticed that you're very, very outspoken. Like
Yeah,
you,
I think Dallas is mad that I told him not to eat late night double stuffed Oreos. I hope no one. If you're growing up, and by the way, I grew up in poverty. My parents are on welfare to this day until I can bail their ass out. I just paid for my dad's dental care.
Your parents are the 47%.
I was taught to eat unhealthy.
That Mitt
when I
was talking
a kid.
about.
And you know
Right,
what?
okay.
My mom is fat. That's heartbreaking for
Right.
me because I think that is really bad. So the purpose of Rap Genius, one of the purposes of Rap Genius is we want everyone, no matter how rich or how poor, to try to eat healthy and not to eat the disgusting junk food that the corporate
Is that
white
in your mission?
culture
Is that in the mission
is trying to
statement?
control us with. That's what Foucault would call it biopower control. And then I see him late night on Twitter, and I was caffeinated. It's like, oh, I just had some double stuffed Oreos, or you guys were talking about, oh, it's good to be big. That shows. Fuck that.
So did that
man. We
offend
gotta
you?
change us.
Did that offend you?
That made me so pissed off. I don't give a fuck about money.
So
though.
you don't
All
like
I
fat
care
people?
No, my mom's fat. I don't.
I knew you had a problem with your mother.
I don't want anyone.
I
to be
knew
fat.
that you had a problem with your mother and how she raised you.
I want Rap Genius to make the world the place a healthier world.
So are you doing Health Genius?
Rap Genius is Health Genius. I was actually just talking to I don't know. She was part of the Obama campaign, and she's gonna help me start Medical Genius, which I'm really excited about. Who knows what Medical Genius is even gonna be? It's hard to come up with what we're gonna analyze.
Mabu, you know you're all over the place though. You know that. Are you a little ADHD or something like that?
No, he gets caffeinated.
Depends
wait.
on the caffeine. For me, caffeine makes me crazy.
Now, just trying to to decipher what's going on with all of this animosity that's going on, and not just from Dallas and
Not
from you guys.
animosity.
Just angst or whatever the fuck you want to call tension.
They're cool.
I know. I noticed that you have these videos in which you're very vocal
My
and
freestyles,
your freestyles and
I'm embarrassed of a lot of those. by the way.
but in some of these freestyles, some of these videos,
Some of them are tight.
You're pretty cocky, and you are throwing shots at people.
Yeah.
You are throwing shots at people. Do you think that with your success and with people perceiving you guys as being outsiders, do you think that might be kind of like a big fuck you to them?
Are you telling me I need to grow up, Combat Jack?
Well,
you're sounding a lot like
No
my
judgment,
mom
no
and sister.
judgment.
No judgment.
I'm
No
gonna
judgment.
I'm gonna grow the fuck up. I'm turning 30 in a week.
Which is
I just
so
went
you're-
before I came here. I went to Barney's and got some grown-up shoes.
It's
So
all
I'm gonna start wearing
therapy. It's all
shoes.
therapy. You're watching the Mabu therapy. That's what the Rap Genius is about.
So you guys are kids. You guys are kids. You
We're
guys
like
are having
Rap Genius.
fun.
We're getting grown. We're getting grown.
What?
I'm not mad at it.
I mean,
You cannot be mad at Rap Genius. You cannot.
But you, I don't.
You
I don't
cannot
want
be
you to say that
against.
You just mad 'cause they called you out for eating junk.
No, I'm not.
So why are you so mad?
And I call you out all the time for
I'm
eating
not
junk.
mad.
Do that.
Tell them why you think
You
they're
are
fucky
very
birds.
influential.
I'm not mad. Okay, I tell you what I've called them.
Fucky birds.
Well, fuck you, but no, I've called them cultural carpetbaggers.
Okay.
Now, after
You know what?
after going through-
let's go to a music break.
okay,
I like that. Cultural carpetbaggers. Let's go to a music break. And
but I'm not mad though.
okay.
You know, I don't get mad at cultural carpetbaggers because nobody from within the culture is doing it.
Let's go to a music break. You're tuned
And
into
carpetbags aren't bad.
You're tuned into the
I mean, you
Combat
should've made
Jack
Rap
Show.
Genius.
And when we come
If
back,
it's a
we'll
nice
talk
carpet
about
bag, if
why
it's a nice carpet,
I got a dope ass
Dallas
carpet bag,
Penn feels that.
RL carpet. I know Just Blaze has official carpet bags.
coming
No,
out.
my carpet bag is
Rap
mean.
Genius is in the house. Music break.
F your radio.
And you tuned into the Combat Jack Show.
Yo, I don't
Internet.
hear myself at all.
It got a little heated.
Internet.
You don't hear yourself?
Mess with your.
Dude,
Can you hear yourself, Just Blaze?
Yeah. All right, yeah, I'm good.
Okay, that was a very heated segment. And when we last left off, Dallas was explaining that he felt that these gentlemen right here are cultural carpetbaggers.
Cultural carpetbaggers.
What do you mean by that?
I came up with that term as the discussion about whether they were racist or not, whether the people that founded this site were racist. And just from reading the tweets that were going back and forth and how the discussion was, you could say progressing or degressing, it made me think that, okay, here's a group of kids who said, hey, what do kids like? Kids like rap music.
An operative word is kids.
Right. Well, what do kids like? Kids like rap music. So let's create a website. Let's create this Rap Genius website, and kids will fuck with this shit, and we'll blow the fuck up, and then we'll keep it moving, because we're not really here to explain rap music or decode hip hop for its cultural nuances. We're here to get paid. And that was the vibe that I got from them.
I wish that we were that mature. This was what was actually going on.
What was actually going on, my boy?
I just lost my job. I want to kill myself. Let's explain some Cameron. At least I'll put in some jokes.
Yes.
This might make me feel better. And who knows? Maybe I can meet some girls.
What was your job?
I was working at a law firm. Dewey and LaBeouf, R.I.P. They went down. Biggest law firm to go down.
I read about that in New York.
flames.
They got boofed?
I read about that in New York Times.
They got boofed.
You worked for my friend Londell McMillan.
Londell, yeah. Oh man, I remember one time at the holiday party, he was mad.
I don't want to
fucked up.
I don't want to give him any more airtime.
I'm like, let me work with you.
Your hip hop pedigree is being fucked up even further.
No. So basically. So continue with this.
So again, the vibe that I got from these dudes was that, oh shit, I'm here to kind of squat on this thing for a minute, get paid, then keep it moving, and in a way, kind of like do some scorched earth shit.
Right.
So I was like, oh man, this is some carpetbagging shit.
So basically, your perspective is that they don't really have any love for the culture. They came in, they got paid, and they're about to be out.
And keep it moving.
And that's really your
yeah, right. That was the vibe that I was getting.
Okay.
I'll tell you what we got paid to do. We got paid to hire a bunch of programmers and work really hard to build a huge, great thing. We're not getting paid in our bank accounts to go ball. We're getting paid to build a cool thing, and they want it to be a much, much, much bigger thing. So anyone who thinks we got bought for $15 million, support Mitt Romney, that's all a bunch of bullshit. We're not. There's no scorched earth. We made this
Fuck
site for
Mitt
fun.
Romney, by the way.
There you go.
Mitt the tit. Mitt the tit.
It's one thing you got to understand. One thing a lot of people need to understand. And pardon me, I'm just eating. But it's like when you hear about such and such rapper who just got a $20 million deal with Sony Records.
It's not necessarily $20
Or
million.
got a $10 million publishing deal. No. They got a deal where
Cumulatively, it can add up to that.
if they hit a bunch of damn near unattainable goals and
It wasn't about the money so
No,
much,
hold
but it was
on.
about the attitude toward the shit that they're documenting.
Now, and-
Because Rap Genius, at the end of the
No,
day,
I'm not just talking
is
about
better
you, though.
than PBS.
I'm not talking about
It's
you.
better than
I'm not-
NPR for rap
I'm not
music.
just talking about you though. Hold on, let me finish. Let me
Okay,
finish.
okay. Well, I'm explaining myself
general
because you're
perception-
looking at me. No.
The general perception is, when people hear, oh, somebody got $15 million in funding, they think that means, oh, they got
They got a
$15 million
check, a blank check.
Right, everybody got $15 million in their pocket.
to go buy houses and cars.
Right.
And it's not because I've gotten those checks for $1 million. That check for $1 million was for promotion, marketing, budgeting,
Listen,
recording costs.
all
everything
shit aside,
else.
real talk, like I said, these are cool dudes who I fucked with before. And I realized, too, if they got $15 million, $10 million is going to weed. The other $5 million is going to blow.
And of that, $5 million
Ma-
of it, Action Bronson.
Mabu, $5 million on blow? How much on blow?
Elon
Action
Mabo.
Bronson.
How much on blow? Because come on,
don't
don't
fuck with that.
front like you're not gonna
don't
lace.
fuck with that.
You're not gonna lace some of those. Okay, my man.
Ayo for yayo. I don't fuck around with yayo.
All right,
in my
all right,
naso.
all right, I'm
I think
sorry,
that stuff
I'm
is crazy.
No offense. No offense. Man.
That wasn't
caffeine.
bad. That
Caffeine.
wasn't bad. But honestly though,
Strictly caffeine.
Out of this funding, have you guys spent anything personally for yourself?
I got Prada shoes, but just to grow up. I just
Okay.
got some. It's like the Prada Merrills.
So
They're
Prada,
like-
is Prada like your first like a big ticket purchase from this purported 50?
That's slightly hip hop. If he had gotten the America's Cup, if you had gotten the Prada America's Cup sneaker, my whole view of you would change.
All Prada sneakers should be burnt to the ground.
Point is to move on
No.
from sneakers.
Patent America's Cup.
All Prada
Yeah.
sneakers should be burnt to the ground.
I would have been like, okay,
These
I
look like
fuck
dress
with this
shoes,
dude.
but they feel like Merrills. They're amazing. I wish I could show you.
Elon,
Yeah.
what'd you get for yourself, man?
Like I literally, since that happened, I bought a blanket. And I spent like $60 at Dwayne Reed. Like nothing has changed. you
On
know?
what? On what?
Oh man, like I got some pants.
You got
I
some pants, but then I jacked
gave
him.
it to him. He jacked him. He jacks all my clothes.
So you guys are keeping it very modest.
We're
right now.
just whatever, We're not gonna.
I feel like I'm balling out of control. I just got Prada shoes. When we started the
And
site,
how much
I was
how much were the shoes? How much were the shoes?
$600.
Very good. Nice. That's nice.
I was when
That's
we
nice.
started the site. I was stealing from
They got
Whole
paid.
Foods
They
to
got paid.
survive. I
Right.
remember Tom lent me $1,000.
Don't dry snitch on yourself. Don't dry snitch on yourself.
He's all right. He could buy
That would be rap music. That would be current rap music too.
So he could beat the case.
So let me get this. Like you guys have a lot of respect for Dallas Penn. Am I right or wrong?
not anymore. No, I got respect for Dallas.
Right? And
He was one of the first people to sign our board, which has now been signed by every rapper who came and visited us. Nas, Kitty Pryde.
So if we can get any type of resolution out of this, can we get some type of working relationship between you guys, where Dallas lends his expertise, Dallas lends his genius? Because I think personally, Dallas is a genius.
He doesn't want our blood money, though.
And in return,
I don't. But I tell you what. No, hold on for a second.
He
Calm
doesn't want our
back.
conflict diamond.
Let me-
What I would do though, I would take checks from Rap Genius and I would submit them to charities of my choice.
That's beautiful.
What charities?
Boys Club of America.
Cool.
St. Mark AME Church. I mean, I would do charitable work with their money.
Why?
Because that would then absolve me. That would absolve my guilt
Don't you need some money?
for giving away.
Don't you need some money?
I mean, everybody could use money. I could use money.
So
I don't need money. I need oxygen.
Let me
I need water.
Let me represent you right now in this whole situation.
I see you got a white piece of paper in your hand. You about to slide that
Would
across
you
the table?
accept
now?
some money from these guys to contribute your expertise? Because Dallas, you are.
Of course.
So can that happen?
Of course.
Can that happen?
Of course, there are good things that can be done with
And
money.
you guys aren't under duress or anything like that. I just want to.
Boys Club needs equipment.
That money's not going to the
I
boys.
tweeted-
Dallas.
St. Mark's AME.
That's not. It's not.
Baby Black Jesus need a new pair of shoes.
Dallas, that's not going there.
Baby Black Jesus need a new pair of shoes.
What?
That's what we
I
do.
tweeted to Dallas that we want him in the family because anyone who's going to say, "Hey, I love your site, but I've got these pointed criticisms," and that's who we need in the family.
Can we make that happen?
Hey, listen.
Can I see you guys shake hands?
Baby Black Jesus needs new shoes.
Can I see you guys shake hands?
There goes one. That's me and Internet. That was me and Mahmoud, and now me and Elan.
There you go.
Okay.
Now you guys have been talking about. You guys have been trying to push other members of your team on us, but because you're the. And let me say this, Mahmoud, as an outsider, because as an outsider looking in on Rap Genius, I could see where some of your videos would be offensive. But I get it. You're just being you. You're not being pretentious. You're good. You got a good heart, but you have asshole-ish type ways sometimes. Would you agree?
Hey man, I'm trying to change. I'm turning 30. I'm wearing Prada shoes.
And you know what?
No more Nikes.
Take the Pradas off.
Take the Pradas off, dude.
There's nothing wrong with wearing Nikes.
There's nothing wrong with wearing Nikes. And if you have access to VC funding, keep the Nikes, dude. Because once you ditch the Nikes and go Prada, you're not trying to not be you're trying to become a full blown asshole.
Well,
and hold on, let me just say
they're trying to get me to be a corporate goon right now. I'm sorry, just
hold on. Just remember, Steve Jobs did all of his keynotes wearing a black turtleneck and New Balance.
That shit was custom designed black turtleneck though from Japan.
Stay with Nike.
Don't put that on Steve Jobs.
No, but it was
don't go in his wallet.
But it was a random pair of New.
You don't want Steve Jobs going in your wallet.
New Balance 560s, the black and grays.
Mabu,
right?
Donate those.
He didn't need
donate those products, dude.
Makbul.
I'll stay in Nike. So I gotta grow up, man. I mean, a lot of the things that I've done.
Zuckerberg wears hoodies to board meetings.
Mm-hmm. When you say you gotta grow up, that means that
you think you're doing something wrong.
That means you're not growing up.
On Twitter, everyone's telling me, "Yo, just be a corporate goon." And I wanted to be a corporate goon, but I couldn't.
But
I'm gonna become one. I'm gonna become a corporate goon.
Now, when you say that to me, I get offended.
I want people. I'm asking people to start calling me Matt. No,
I think he's fucking with you.
Do me a favor. Ditch the products.
I don't know. But yeah, I feel you.
Trust me.
As a metanym.
Trust me. As an attorney, I spent a lot of money on the Gucci loafers. You know what I'm saying?
You're also an attorney?
Yeah.
So we're twins.
Yeah. Well, we're not twins. But I did the whole.
The cloth isn't the same, but
I did the whole thing. And
it's the same color.
I've never been as happy as I am right now.
I say this much.
This makes a lot of sense, Combat Jack.
As a producer. And somebody who was around multi-millionaires every day.
Billionaires, too.
Yes, and billionaires, or billionaires in the making.
Yeah.
Every day, I was doing a similar thing. Right. Where it was like, I have my Air Force Ones can never have a scuff on them.
Mm-hmm.
I have to.
You can't wear the same socks every day.
Exactly.
Were you doing that shit?
No, I'm around Jay and Dame and Fab and this one and that one. I have to be fresher than them.
Mm-hmm.
Every day, because I'm around these dudes every day.
And don't let Puff come around.
That whole Rockefeller, stop it. Stop it. We know what you did, Just.
And don't let Puff come around.
Right.
Let the horns blow.
No, but here's the thing, though. At the end of the day, I'm much more happier in what I've been wearing, in the brands and the styles that I've been wearing since high school, than I was trying to keep up with those who I was around.
Hallelujah, Jesus.
And if you feel like Nikes are you, if this is your everyday MO dress code right now, stick with it. Let your work represent you, not what you wear.
Nikes are me getting naked in front of the camera and saying some stupid shit.
Stop getting naked in front of the camera.
Combat Jack. Now that I know you're an attorney, it all makes sense. I've been
unless you're
gonna
dance with Christmas lights
on. You're the managing partner telling this young associate, like, "Hey man, I like you, but get your head out of your ass.
Get your head out your ass.
If you're ever down to hire me for Combat Jack LLP,
now, would you guys ever reconciliate with Byron Crawford?
Of course. The reason we got in touch with Byron Crawford is I was emailing when we were a baby.
Byron Crawford is the GOAT of this new age of blogging.
He is. Journalism.
Journalism.
I wouldn't call it journalism.
When we were a baby,
journalism.
He was the person. He was the one hip hop blogger I knew because of his political stances. So I respected him for that, and I started emailing him our new features. And I remember then I made a diss video about him because he wasn't running our features, and then he posted that, and I was so excited. That was probably the third piece of press we got, and I was throwing my hat in the air. I've never met him. It would be an honor to meet him.
I've actually met, out of everybody in this room, I'm actually the only person
who's met Byron Crawford. Internets, reconciliate. For those of you keeping score at home, reconciliate. Reconciliate, a king word of the day. Reconciliate.
Also, I found out about his his tragedy, you know, and that for me was really, really hard to deal with.
The loss of his vision?
My sister lost
partial vision, or?
My sister lost an eye. And for Iranians, that's a sign of being a sage.
So,
I like that.
This got me emotional.
I like that Mahbub became Iranian tonight. I like
and
that.
not Persian.
And not Persian.
Not Persian.
Wait, is Byron Crawford missing an eye?
He's something's going on with his eye.
Okay.
Something's going on with his eye.
He's partially blind.
That's what he says.
Okay.
That's what he says. All right. So what else is what else is going on with Rap Genius? You guys have had some other people out there. And by the way, Dallas, you were saying about their crew?
Yeah.
What about their crew?
The Rap Genius posse?
Yeah.
Internet's one of the wildest white posses you will ever see without that's not wearing hoods. All right, it's not wearing fucking hoods and fucking robes.
Describe their posse, man.
Listen, I would love to bring them all inside the studio right now.
Bring them all in.
Bring them all in. Bring in the crew, Rap Genius crew. Like, what a motley crew. Like the band. Like, are you guys doing Rock Genius?
Sure.
Stereo IQ. It's
okay. A motley crew about to come into the studio.
And I get it. Like, we talked about it off air, but the reason why you got this funding is because it's not just about the Rap Genius. It's about this portal that's transporting people to all of this information everywhere. Tell us about the other ventures.
So some crazy stuff's going on, like a teacher who's a Rap Genius contributor gets all his kids to sign up for Rap Genius accounts, and they're annotating Shakespeare or poetry, like William Carlos Williams and stuff like that.
What's going to be the name of that?
So that's going to be Poetry Brain.
Okay,
that's going to be its own separate thing. And there's all these kids, like there's little communities of people who are putting up interesting books, interesting poems, interesting texts like that, like science stuff. So there's mad shit going on besides rap. Rap's still the bread and butter, though.
And who's this young lady that's sitting here right now?
I'm Nicole.
Hey, Nicole.
Nicole, put your mouth a little closer to the mic.
Okay.
Use both your hands. Bring it closer to you.
Don't be disrespectful.
No, we just want to hear. We just want to hear what's coming out of your mouth.
And this gentleman right here is.
Hey, I'm Sean.
Hey, what's going on, Sean?
Hey, Sean.
Now, why are you guys here?
They made me come. No. We're here.
Well, you guys are part of Rap Genius.
We believe in what we're doing, truthfully.
Mm-hmm.
But what are you guys doing with this organization?
Well, I'm the editor-in-chief.
Okay.
And I'm also the host and creator of the podcast that is 25 podcasts worse than you guys. So anytime you want to continue this conversation on my 25th more slots down the list podcast, I'd love to have you guys on.
I'd love to come in and visit your podcast.
All right.
Now, as editor-in-chief, how do you feel about all the drama that's been surrounding you guys?
Well, it's crazy. It's crazy. Having seen the site since almost the beginning, my interest in it is just it tied into the way I thought about rap anyway. I was always interested in the connections. Jay-Z says this that's relating to a lyric he said 13 years ago. Mm-hmm. And,
the nuance.
The nuance, exactly. And Dallas, the kind of stuff you were saying about connections and history is, what I love.
See, now this is the problem. Rap Genius puts Fuckyberg face in the front when Sean is the actual Rap Genius. Okay, Sean is the actual Rap Genius here.
Sean, are you the actual
So Fuckyberg, who likes,
I wouldn't,
instead, and Sean, nice guy, but Sean probably likes, a little, a little too, but not like.
I wouldn't want to claim that title. I love hip hop. I love its history.
Geniuses.
Nicole
There's
knows
not
tons.
a single rap genius. We're all rap geniuses. And truthfully, no matter how much you know, the stories I've been told by rappers when you think you know everything about their discography is incredible. Mm-hmm. I mean, today we're sitting here talking to Buckshot about what Tupac cared the most about before he died, and how people use these ridiculous Illuminati references now, and that's all he didn't want people to do. Was said on this show. So I think those stories, it's never ending, and that's the most incredible part. The rap IQ is infinite. To pull it back to Rap Genius, there's always more you can know, and it's the most beautiful thing. I think it hurts being called a racist and all these things, but the truth is at the end of the day, I know I've felt rap music in my bones, whether or not I belong to the culture or not, and so that's enough for me.
Where did it touch you the most?
Oh my God.
Tell me on your brain. Tell me on your brain.
One of the greatest moments
Tell
of my
me
life,
on your brain.
One of the greatest moments of my life was just a few weeks ago. I walked into 99 Attorney Street and you were spinning, and it was electrifying. I was like, I took a photo of you on our Instagram, and you responded. And that, I mean, that's incredible.
That was was that
the Beast Coast. It was
private
Questlove.
Rap music touched her brain. Internets. Rap music touched her brain.
I'm in internets. I'm in the green room listening to this, and I'll tell you one thing. This is fucking crazy. This is really fucking crazy.
First of all, internets, you got to see the 5th member of this rap genius posse because I mean, Sean and young lady, what's your name? Nicole. Sean and Nicole, I like your dunk wedges. I like your style.
Thank you. The first one.
All right, but the wild card, literally the wild card over here.
Yeah. Edward Scissorhands.
You're not even seeing the hoodie he was wearing when he came in.
Eraserhead.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, rap genius is on some real rap nerd shit. All right,
I'm genius. A nerd. That's what I am.
Rap genius. Smarten up, Nas. Smarten up, Nas, and put your strength in front so that other people like you fucking weirdos can all come together instead of the Duschenheimers.
Is this a Duschenheimer episode?
No. I mean, Rap Genius turned the corner, bringing in Sean and Nicole. It might fuck up with my man over there, but I don't think it will. I think it'll stay genuine.
I've been down almost since the beginning. You know, like these guys founded it. So when the press happened around the founding, they get the press around the founding. The podcast is my little baby, so stuff on the podcast is me. You know, and stuff with artists is Nicole.
We're truly a collective. The site is crowdsourced. Like there are hundreds of thousands of people uploading lyrics. Like that's amazing. You build something and it keeps building, and that's bigger than us. That's bigger than Machbod. Like Machbod's a truly creative, interesting.
Yeah. who we butt heads with all the time.
And the thing is like, you know, how many? You've never met anyone like him, truly. And that's
when I listen to this podcast tomorrow, I'm gonna fucking hang myself with my shoelaces. Yo, let me tell you something.
That's a jail reference right there.
I'm gonna hang myself with my shoelaces. When I was inside the green room, me and Chris, I'm sitting there with our executive producer Chris, and this girl's like, "We're all rap geniuses," and I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like, yo, no disrespect
is that
to you,
too rap kumbaya
but I'm
for
like,
you?
yo, what the fuck is going on here? Yo, Combat Jack show sold out here.
We will never
I'm
sell
out. I can't take this.
If we sell out, we're going to get the hell out.
So you guys are enjoying the success now?
I mean, I'm enjoying that I get to do the kind of work that I love more than I was previously. Yeah, absolutely.
And what were you doing previously?
I mean, doing stuff on the site, but with less time. Also working other jobs, you know, teaching guitar and, you know, musician also, that kind of stuff. But now, you know, talking to people like, you know, Abi O'Doon from The Last Poets, or, you know, all the kind of people I talk to. That was one that we got to meet him a while back.
Being in high school and like Malcolm dying, like I mean, we're lucky, we're blessed. Like 15 million or nothing. Like I didn't come from money, I didn't have the same struggles as other people, but truly, like to sit here and listen to these people talk about things that have inspired all of us is just incredible, and that's what we're going to keep perpetuating. And it might grow to other genres, but other genres inspire things within rap music as well. And
can you possibly shut the fuckybergs up so that you can shine for your experience? I'll tell you what. All right, even if you don't want to shine, that's fine. But the experiences that you're describing right now.
But why don't you see beyond that? Like you're getting caught up in the spectacle. Like go and see the things that Nas are saying. Like you are truly a rap genius. Sure. But just because you understand everything about, you know, like supreme mathematics doesn't mean you know what Nas is referring to in a certain line. And Get Down, it's not about he's talking about triple homicide because in the studio he's watching the news and he sees someone he knows from his childhood.
Nicole, you got to understand something.
And it's a personal
that what Nas talks about, what Cool G Rap talks about, what a host of rappers talk about, I personally live. Now,
The air horn app.
Yeah.
That's the end.
I mean,
Accident.
and I love you for loving the experience and the knowledge you're gaining. All right, that's beautiful, and that's fantastic, and that's what I think is the value that Rap Genius gives to its community. And it's where people are fucking enjoying getting knowledge.
Really?
And I have a problem with people who don't enjoy getting knowledge. I have a problem with people who don't enjoy experiencing other people's struggles.
I mean, the most beautiful part about Good Kid, Mad City is that I did not grow up with very much, but I didn't grow up in Compton, so I'm already luckier. I didn't have to deal with that kind of violence. But guess what? It's still relatable. You listen to Real, and you still understand what he's talking about. You understand Black Boy Fly from your own perspective, from seeing someone else who's working harder than you in your given circumstances. I struggled. I didn't struggle in the way he did. I didn't struggle in the way you did. But you can't deny someone's struggle, because guess what? I've been to Africa. I've lived in Africa, and those people are struggling a lot more than every single person in this room. So I'm not concerned with matching who struggled more. I'm happy that I get to participate in shining light on that struggle as art. That's what I'm happy to participate in.
Yes. I love that. Yeah. I love that. I love that. And that's what Rap Genius should put in front of them. Not
check our Instagram.
Not the fucky bird, okay? As long as Rap Genius puts the fucky bird out front, then what Nicole said right there will be lost on somebody like myself and many other people.
Well, just like you said, you want people to seek knowledge. Don't let a spectacle like Machbot, who, by the way, knows a lot about hip-hop too, and don't let him distract you. You should look beyond it. Don't take things at face value.
Well, my boo can be a little distracting.
He can.
Yeah.
Truly,
he can be a lot distracting.
Trust me, I ran
We all
away.
know.
I ran
We
away
all know.
at first too, personally. He scared me away.
Mobo, I have a question for you.
Machbot.
Yes, sir.
Have you slept with any of your the people that you're involved in your camp?
No, I have not slept with Machbot.
Because I tell you, these people are very...
No, not you, Nicole.
Nor have I.
I'm talking about Sean.
Yeah.
Or Edward Scissorhands over there in the corner.
He tried, but
He tried, but you know
Machbot
what?
is my brother, and he says I'm his little sister he has a crush on, so,
incest. I'm sure you know that's...
Incest is best.
Yeah.
But I tell you, Combat, put this into this episode and think about it like this. Torre, me and Torre.
Which one, black Torre or white Torre?
The white Torre. Hold on, I'm going to make an example right here. When I spoke about that, I couldn't relate to him because of the way he carries himself. He's like, what is a black guy? When I was telling him, listen, you didn't hustle outside of, and you didn't do this, and I was just explaining what I grew up around. And the point I'm trying to make right now is like, you look at a guy like Sean, now, right? I don't know. Some people say this fucking guy. People look at him. They wouldn't think that he has anything to do with hip hop. Some people would think that. They would think that you were just, a white nerd. To be honest with you,
Sean's got ass piercings.
Hold on. Listen to what I'm saying. But the point I'm trying to make is like, what really defines someone who loves hip hop?
What really defines someone?
So what really defines a person or someone that loves music, that loves rap, that loves hip hop? So does Dallas Penn, is he more hip hop because of certain things he's been through?
No.
Or is it the way he grew up?
Not in 2012.
No.
It's fair enough,
Never. Not in 1982.
The point I'm trying to make is, at the same time we knock people like this. I'm not saying we in general, meaning you. I'm not putting anyone in. But people knock people like this.
People like Sean.
People like Sean.
People like Rap Genius.
This guy over here.
People
I don't
like
know
Rap
his
Genius.
name. Rap Genius.
Ilan.
People that lower themselves because of what?
Differences.
Differences of what? If they love music, if they love hip hop, they are hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't necessarily mean like they have to have a hit, or if they have to be broke, or they have to be.
Yo, we just took 5 minutes for that.
No, but
no, it's the truth. It's the God's honest truth. You know that.
I want to hear my man in the corner right now. He's been sitting here quiet.
Well, actually,
we got to get him on. We got to get him on real quick. Internet. The show is running long, but we got one more member from the Rap Genius posse. Again, the illest posse of white people I've ever seen. Without Klan hoods on.
I will go on record, by the way, as saying that Dallas Penn is far more hip hop than I could ever hope to be.
There you go, another dumb one.
What's your name, sir?
I'm Lemon on the site. Tom
Lemon.
also in real life. I programmed it. I was there at the very beginning. I did the first commit August 26, 2009, and I've been with it ever since. I was typing earlier today right on the site. It's great.
It's got great
site.
hair.
I mean, what did Rap Genius mean to you?
Well, I was just trying to get into rap, like I to be 100% honest, 2008, 2009 was the first time I really started taking like rap lyricism seriously, like before then I was just, all about just a beat I could dance to, and so 2008, 2009, because of Alon, Mopboat, and Ariel, who's not here right now, our other roommate, they were really trying to drill into my head to take this stuff seriously, and I just got fascinated with it, and so Mopboat and I and Alon were chilling one night, and just the idea hit me, let's make a site out of this, because I was building a lot of websites at the time, I like building shit online, for people to use. So I just finished my previous site, which is still out there, great site, bettermetronorth.com. It's a good way to get train schedules if you're on Metro North. No,
it's true.
It's true. Great website. And so I finished it. I remember telling Mopboat, I'm working on Rap Exegesis as soon as I'm done with Better Metro North. And so I finished it, built Rap Exegesis, and it was just crazy from there, and now I just want to see where it goes. We never had these great aspirations to build a huge site, biggest site on the internet. Now it's going that way, and I'm just so thrilled that people share my passion for knowledge and lyricism.
Lemon sounds like he's still in Zuckerberg mode. You haven't crossed over to Fuckyberg yet, Lemon.
Yeah, well, hold
on.
I don't know.
Hold on.
I'm trying.
Hold on. I mean, the money, the power, the prestige, and the possibility. That could turn you from a Zuckerberg into a Fuckyberg.
I have a lot of pants. I'm not totally pure, but
all right.
I'm
all right. Well, hold tight. Internets. It's called Rap Genius. Rapgenius.com. If you're a rap nerd, you already know about this spot. If you don't know about it, give it a look. See how it feels. Put it on your body.
And at the end of the day,
put it on your brain.
Will we see a Rap Genius Dallas Penn collabo? Can we see that?
That's my dream.
We are
When's that
down.
gonna happen? Dallas Penn.
I'll do anything.
I think I have a Rap Genius page as it is.
There you go.
Bong bong. Tonight, after the show, after party at Rap Genius HQ, 184 Kent, Williamsburg.
Did you hold on for a second? Did you bring the weed?
Or is that phone number?
Where's the weed? Internet.
We'll talk
it
after
does
the show.
not stop.
Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. Rap Genius.
Thank you, Reggie.
Pleasure.
My
This
guys,
is amazing.
One last thing. We started this site to meet Killa Cam. Killa, if you're listening to this, Killa, come visit us, man.
Killa.
You're the best.
Once again, it's another episode, Combat Jack Show. We now have a new SoundCloud account. Check us out. Check us out at thecombatjackshow.com. Check us out at dallaspenn.com. Check us out at www.pncradio.fm. Sneakertube.tv. Please don't stare.
.com.
And
Just Blaze, wherever Just Blaze might be.
Wherever Just Blaze may be.
Wherever the helicopter touches down.
And this is the point where you know what it is. Dream those dreams and then man up and live them dreams, because a life without dreams is black and white. And the universe flows in Technicolor and surround sound. And subscribe to our iTunes page. Subscribe to the YouTube page.
Internets.
Combat Jack YouTube.
Internets.
We are out.
Internets.
Loud.
Internets.
NEWMANATI! www.pncradio.fm